we actually had three, a scoutmaster, three assistant scoutmasters, and two senior patrol leaders, and I was one of the senior patrol leaders. This is Kyle Cudworth, a Minneapolis manufacturing executive who was a scoutmaster, and I believe we had 5 patrols. That's Marv Hansen on the right and Jim Wilkins on the left. And here's Dr. James E. West, who was the chief scout executive for many years, and the man who really built scouting in the United States. And there's Harold Pope, who had been on board ship with us, the man in the plaid jacket. As I said, there are 30,000 scouts from all over the world attending the Jamboree, and we put on this march past with an audience of 100,000 people. And there was Queen Wilhelmina, the Dutch queen, there bowing and receiving the accolades or applause from the scouts. I can't remember what song we were singing here, but it must have been something that we could all join in when you figure there were troops from over 100 different nations and many, many languages. We Americans led the opening parade. In those days, of course, it was all newsreel. The television didn't exist. Here's China. Read that sign. Ceylon. One of the interesting aspects of attending a jamboree like this is associating with boys from many different nations. I personally got to know 2 Australians very well, and we kept in touch for years. In fact, we still exchange a Christmas card with the widow of one of them. Here's Lord Baden-Powell, the founder of the Boy Scout movement in the world. And he was there with his wife. I don't know if she was at this particular moment, but he was there to review the troops. We were from many different countries, and I got to know 2 Dutchmen very well. One boy, Maurice Lamb, was a Jewish boy, and I don't know what happened to him after the war. So I presume he was caught in the Holocaust or in some way. Again, here's our Paul Bunyan. We have our same sign that we had in Washington. And this is the open air washroom, latrine, and everything else. Well, I guess latrine part was covered, but we washed right out in those open sinks and drains with washpans. We had to do our own cooking, so we were all self-sufficient. And there's Marv having, look at the sausage there, that's Faye Jensen, one of the assistant scoutmasters. James West and Mr. Wilson, who was the chief scout executive of England, joined us for breakfast, or meal one day, I don't know if it was breakfast. Dr. West, as you will see, walks with a cane, so it's something for him to get around. It turned out that I was selected as a orderly for him for one day. We were there, I believe, 7 days at the Jamboree, and one of those days I was his orderly, and I spent the whole day with him, running things, errands, and so forth. Lord Baden-Powell came one morning, and with Lady Baden-Powell, and we look at the Dutch people pouring in there, and well, maybe from other countries too. But Lord Baden-Powell had his first American pancakes, and that was quite a thrill. See the boys signing autographs and exchanging addresses. Here's Pillsbury getting a little plug with their pancake flour. And we actually did the cooking. You can see him right here actually flipping. Here's Lord Baden-Powell with Faye. That was quite a thrill to meet Lord Baden-Powell, and there's Dr. West with him, and I think I've got some shots of Lady Baden-Powell too. As I said, one of the joys or the experiences is meeting people, boys from different countries. And here's Scotchar with their bagpipe and kilts and everything else. We had a number of shows, and this is another one in the arena, and they're in the middle of the week. As I look at this now, I realize how much this looks like some of the Army training that I got later on. As I said, we had ideal weather, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. Not too warm and no rain. It was just a delight. As you can see, we certainly did a lot of marching, and we did pretty well as I looked at these films and see how well we as boys did. know who all of the people were in the reviewing stand in this particular event. You can see we had to build bridges and many other activities were conducted there. Teepees. Oh, the Europeans love the Indians in the teepees. That is a tremendous attraction over there. Troop did some Indian dances, and we had some pretty good headgear that we brought along too. This brings this event to a close, and Lord Baden-Powell again was there, and he's leaving to get in his car.